Okay, so I have my pieces of wood. I have acrylic paint, standard brush. Make sure the surface is clean. And I just have some paint there. Obviously gonna need more, but you're just putting on the primer, which is just white paint. Nothing crazy hard. And I'm gonna do that to all the pieces. 1 to 2 coats. Okay, so I have painted everything so far with the primer and then the orange on top, which really makes the color come out great. I personally love leaving the back natural, although I did get some white by mistake on it, but actually I kind of like the way that looks. You want to keep that rusticy kind of look and feel to it. Up to you though, okay? So you could always do the back, let it dry, etc. So now for the stem, we're just gonna do a brown. And it's not gonna be, again, anything that neat or perfect, just to give it, and the brown could be any type of brown. It could be a lighter color, more of a beige. I'm just keeping it, I think this is like espresso brown, but whatever. And I'm just gonna get in there. So we're gonna continue this with all the stems. Okay, so now for the face. Now I say this so many times in my videos, I'm not an artist. I can paint things, I can craft things, but I can't do like faces, and I just don't have that kind of a vision. So I'm doing a very simple jack-o'-lantern face. Of course, you can look up so many different ones that are so easy that you can just copy from the internet. So I'm going to just do your standard, and I'm doing it in pencil because freehand, it would just be a disaster. Okay, and give it a little, almost like a little smiling eye, I guess. I don't know. Up to you how big you want to make the eyes. I'm just eyeballing this, so I hope it will come out even. Okay, little nose, and a little mouth with teeth, I suppose. El typical jack-o'-lantern face. And then I'm gonna, of course, trace this. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm not even gonna use like a paintbrush and paint. I don't know what I would do without my Sharpie paint pens. Don't use a regular Sharpie marker. It's just not gonna look good. Paint is best. You can get these anywhere. If you have a nice small brush and you have a very steady hand, by all means, do it with paint and a brush. Okay, so I'm gonna now trace over that. The color is just so rich. And you're just gonna color it in, etc. Okay, so these are done, and I'm gonna wait for them to dry. They came out really cute, but we're still not done. I just wanna put a coating, a protection on it. So it's either gonna be, you could use gloss or matte, you can paint it on, or you can spray paint it on, whatever it is that you use, but you have to put some sort of protective coating on it or it's just gonna chip away. And so we'll wait for that to dry, and then I'll show you some finishing touches. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some little embellishments. I just have, some burlap ribbon. I just have some little fake pieces of like plant pieces. Now, before I get into that though, I just wanna tell you what I use to do the outer protective layer. I use Rust-Oleum matte matte clear enamel. Again, you can use gloss, you can even use Mod Podge and just put it on by hand. That will work. So, okay, so again, nothing, nothing like crazy fancy, but it just really gives it a little autumn touch. To add a little bit of jute twine, I just tied it to his stem. I'm gonna throw this little greenery piece in here, just tie it in there and make a little bow like so. It looks cute. It really does look cute. And then actually on this one, I just created just like a big bow, and I'm just gonna make this guy have like a bow tie, and I'm gonna just hot glue gun it, or you can just tie it around the whole thing and make the bow, which I think is gonna be really cute. And you can also add little fake greenery with that to let it hang down, anything that you can find. And that is it. That is our little Halloween project. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon.